Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. And here I have some interesting cards also with me, and I also have a very interesting message. The message is for those people who should actually be very thankful to God right now, because truth always sets you free. So with the help of tarot, I'm gonna share what the message is, what the channeling is. This collective reading may or may not resonate with you 100%. If something doesn't resonate with you, then scrap it. But if something does, then keep it and use it for your progress. So I'm being shown a person who has been actually working on themselves. They are now focused on becoming a better person, a higher vibrating human being, someone who is not under bondages and under baggages, someone who wants to live their life. Like, they really want to do good, they really want to grow, they really want to be an awesome person, an amazing person. But I'm also being shown that this person has some kind of shackles around their legs, by which I mean it could be some kind of attachment. Now this attachment actually is being shown to them, the negative aspect of this attachment is being shown to them, because literally, truly, it's their time to shift. Because you cannot continue to be around negative people and negativity if you are very positive or if you are a person of faith. Now it's very important to change your environment. When you're healing, when you're growing, you cannot remain in the same old negative toxic environment. You cannot be with the same people or people who are not willing to change their mindset. When you're growing, when you're going upwards, you need to be in an energy. Even your content, the media you consume, even that has to be of a good quality, of a high quality. Somebody wrote to me the other day that they have been watching a lot of tarot card readers or a lot of videos which are curated or presented by other twin flame healers and coaches, and now their mind is completely, like, their thoughts are completely warped and they don't know what's happening, they're very negative, blah blah blah. See, my advice to you is, to any such person who has been watching a lot of people and they're thoroughly confused, is because the confusion is not outside, the confusion is also internally there. Whatever is inside of you will always be projected outside of you. We are literally like the projector, we can see the film that's being played inside us, through us. We can see only that. But we want to change the film, like we want to change the scene that's outside. Although we don't want to accept, sometimes we don't realize that whatever we are seeing on the screen is actually being communicated by us. It's a program that we are living in. Basically, your life is a hologram. My life is a hologram. Our life is a hologram. Whatever we are seeing on the screen is actually coming via us, coming through to us, and coming through us, through to us and coming through us. So we look at the mirror, when we look at our reflection in the mirror and we don't like something, we cannot get upset with the mirror, or we cannot get upset with what's there on the mirror. We need to understand that whatever you're seeing, whatever we are seeing, it is actually, the reflection is coming from somewhere else. And why don't we like ourselves? Why don't we like what we have? That is the part we need to question. Instead of saying, oh, my life is so bad, it cannot change. Like, with that type of attitude, we cannot change. We also need to have that change in our attitude. So whenever your ascension happens, God is going to put through to situations where you will be changing your attitude. You cannot say, I can't do anything, because we have this card, 10 of swords. Here the person is completely flat on the ground. All the swords are on the back of this person. This person cannot move. This person thinks like they cannot do anything. It's over. It's a dead end for them. But if it's an ending, or if it's an inevitable change, or if it's an inevitable situation, maybe you're not ready to face it. Maybe you're saying, I don't want to accept it. This is the truth, but I don't want to accept it. If you have a person in your life who's lying to you, cheating on you, is not treating you with respect. I mean, there are romantic and non-romantic aspects of this. There are platonic as well as non-platonic aspects of this. If you're in a romantic connection and you're in a long-term relationship, a runner and chaser dynamic that has literally gone, for too long, gone on for too long, and now you're finding out the truth of your person, it must be divine timing. Otherwise, you would have found out about it 10 years back, 5 years back, 7 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back. Why now you are going through this? Why now this is happening to you? Because God is with you. God wants you to grow. God is telling you, don't live in this situation. You don't deserve it. You deserve better. Maybe you don't know what you deserve, but God knows very well what you deserve. God knows that you deserve to get unconditional love. You are worthy of unconditional love. So I'm also being shown 5 of Cups. And this is not for you actually. This is for the person who's in your periphery. Now, whosoever this person is, whosoever you feel a resonance with when you think about this energy, this person is always focused on the negative. And when you are with this person, you're also behaving like the same person. And via this person, God is showing to you that if they are not grateful to God for you, if this person is not grateful to God for having someone like you in their life, someone who loves them unconditionally, someone who cares for them, someone who's going out of the way for them, someone is doing whatever they can to make them happy, if they cannot see that and they're always complaining and cribbing and wanting this, wanting that, wanting more money, this, that, whatever, something else, as I said, if it's a romantic situation, then they may want something else. If it's not a romantic situation, then they maybe want more, give me more, give me more. Like a lot of children do this to their parents. They ask their parents unnecessarily, give me this, give me that, and the parents keep giving it to the child, keep giving it to the child. They never question, they never think, because they're so blinded by the love of this child. They're so attached with their child that they are just not thinking if they're doing good for the child or they're actually doing bad for the child. I mean, they're making the child a codependent person. They're enabling their child to be a narcissist. And then they're going to complain few years later that, look, my child did this to me, such a bad child I had. Or still they would not want to blame the kid. I mean, the kid is no longer a kid, it's a grown-up adult by that time. And same thing people are doing in romantic situations also. I mean, it's not very different, because a lot of people who have been raised by narcissistic parents, who have a favorite child and who have a child who's not their favorite child, the not favorite child is going to attract someone in their life who's probably the favorite child of their parent, the enabled one. Why? Because they need to release it. Sooner or later, they have to release it. And why wait for another life? Why wait for 7 more lives? Do it right now. If you're getting the opportunity to transform and get a rebirth in the same life, you're very lucky. You should be thankful to God that, thank you, God, you're actually showing me the true faces of people. Because these people in the materialistic 3D reality, they don't understand love. They just don't. So when instead of complaining and cribbing and feeling bad and becoming ungrateful, because you got so many good things, when we become ungrateful, all those good things go away from us one by one by one by one. Even in a relationship, I would say that other person is ungrateful for you. Right? And probably they are teaching you that you should not be like them. You should not be ungrateful to God. You should not be ungrateful to all the people who love you. You should connect with the people who love you. You should be around with the people who love you, whether it's people, whether it's beings. Like I have a lot of animals in my life and I'm extremely grateful to God. I'm also very grateful to God for all those people who are animal lovers and they care for the voiceless beings, because I feel very happy with them. I feel very relaxed with them. At the same time, I feel very happy when I spend time with my masters and they're not even here physically, they are in the astral plane. But whenever I go to my spiritual center, which is like another house for me, another home for me, I see so many beautiful people, so many faces who are so content, and they are literally soaking in true love, the nectar of true love. It feels like wow. I mean, these are the two places. And then you get love from so many people and so many places. If you are grateful, you're going to see that you're around love. You're surrounded by love all the time. But if we are ungrateful, if we are focused on negativity, that will automatically make us ungrateful. And my master says, ungratefulness is the biggest sin, and he's absolutely right, because this is tried and tested by me. I know practically also he is absolutely right. The moment we are grateful, it is such a magical thing. Gratitude is such a magical, beautiful thing. We must learn on a daily basis to make it a part of our life, to practice it every day, because as soon as we are grateful, our energy shifts. We start experiencing good things. We start experiencing a very different type of frequency. We enter into a different vibe, and in that vibe, we feel like, wow, we are taken care of, we are protected, we are happy. And that time, even people who are negative, they seem positive. And sometimes, I'm not going to say this, like all the people will change, but a lot of people change. And sometimes you also get disconnected from people, places, situations that are not meant for you. So it's very important to literally accept everything the way it is. You just have to be thankful for everything, because God is super intelligent. Your soul is very intelligent. Our soul is actually called super soul. Why? Because super soul is very intelligent. It knows what's best for us. Everything is predestined. But we have a choice. We can either choose to be happy and we can choose to be sad. A lot of people tell me, I don't have the choice. I cannot change. I cannot be happy. No, I cannot be happy. I can only be sad. I don't feel like doing this. I mean, a lot of people do that. Why? Because they have been enabled to do that in their childhood. They've seen it from other people. They've learned it from their adults. But it's literally a choice. You can immediately choose to be happy. Because, when you are focused on the negative people, the thankless people, trust me, they have the energy of draining other people down. I mean, you go and spend time with a negative person. You go and spend time with a covert narcissist. You go and spend time with even a grandiose kind of narcissist, you'll always feel drained. Either they're going to put on the charade of being superior, or they're going to put the act of being inferior. But whatever they're doing is just a way to seek other people's attention. And it's not like positive attention. It's not like they're doing something great and you should look at them and you feel inspired. No. It's like they just want to distract people. And some of them are not even doing it intentionally. They're just living in a program. It's a program. It's just like the computer or the television or any other device that runs on programs. Your computer has an operating system, and the operating system has multiple programs. Similarly, you also have your own operating system, and there are multiple programs running in you. It's up to you. You want to remain in the old program, the old outdated program. Because it's really fundamental, one of the most important things to understand, that we can shift our energy, and we must look at the silver lining in every cloud, because there always is. Just have to look for it. There always is. When we make it a part of our life, when we learn to actually live our lives like that, then we realize that the one who cheated on you, the one who lied to you, the one who betrayed you, the one who was rude to you, the one who was disrespectful to you, or whatever they are doing, all the negative things, like mugging you for money, scamming you, doing some kind of fraud, this, that, or just people who drain your energy. Like, I also know people, personally I know such people, who always drain other people's energy. And even if you go and ask them, are you okay? Is everything fine? I mean, they're going to literally sulk and moan and be like, oh, I'm in this condition. But when you try to talk them out of it, they are not going to get out of it. You know why? Because that's their habit pattern. But if you focus on them, if you give them energy, not only you're giving them your own precious energy, not only you feel drained, but you also start seeing them have a certain amount of power over you, certain amount of control on your life, which is not something you should give to anybody. The control should only be with source, with masters, because they know the best for you. And if you surrender to them, you're going to be happy with whatever is happening to you. And that's it. That's really simple. Automatically you get into the temperance energy and the star energy starts working. So the temperance is basically a person who has found inner peace and they have a very good perspective on things. And the temperance energy is also a sign that, first of all, you'll see harmony in other relationships in your life, because that harmony is actually flowing through you. It's inside of you, so you see it outside of you. And the star energy, this is such a beautiful energy because it makes you feel inspired, it makes you feel content. So when we are content, we literally know how to actually drop the doership. And then whatever we do, it works on the principle of inspired action. I mean, you're naturally, organically doing those things. It's just choosing the thing that you can naturally do. You are in tune with it. You don't have to force anything. So yeah, I must say that this is a beautiful channeling if you figure it out that whatever is happening to you is for your best, and you learn to accept that this is a phase of, it's a very significant phase of spiritual transformation, of your growth, of your progress. You do what you love. Some days can be hard, but even on that day you must learn to collate all the data and look for what you have learned. It could be possible for 1 hour, 2 hours you were really low. You might be very guilty. I mean, it happens to a lot of people. We are trying to explain ourselves to others. We are trying to explain. And sometimes we are just trying to fit in with people who complain. And we don't realize when we also start complaining and we also start becoming a part of their gossip party. We don't need to explain to anyone. We don't need to fit in with anyone. We don't need to please anyone. We just can be who we are. And all of this inner work that you're doing is just to help you be who you are. And forget about the people who have an ego problem. Forget about the liars. Forget about the ones who don't know what they're missing out on. They're missing out on you. Right? And you're missing out on yourself by letting them win, by letting them drain you. And in you is love, because love is inside of you. And inside you is your super soul. Inside super soul, which is you also, because that's also you. We don't remember that we are a soul all the time. Actually, we are very powerful, we are divine, we are complete, and we are whole, we are a soul. We don't remember that. We become very limited to our body and the temporary identity, the physical, three-dimensional, reality-based identity. So, thanks to whatever is happening in your life, if you can remember you're a soul, then this spiritual transformation is going to be the best thing that's happening to you right now. It's going to activate the energy of hope, faith, purpose. It's going to renew you. It's going to, even the bad things that happen to you, even all the negative stuff that you're going on, you're going to look at it and you'll be like, thank you. You taught me. You're my teacher. Pain, thank you, pain. Because had you not been there, I won't have learned to be in gratitude. And if you're in gratitude, like if every day, morning and evening, you can write down 20 things that you're grateful for, your day you'll be flying throughout the day. You can try it out. I mean, I'm not going to talk about myself and say, yeah, guys, I'm so cool, I do it. But of course, We cannot talk about certain things till we have a practical experience. Like this level of confidence, you cannot pretend it. I know there are actors and there are people who pretend to be very happy even if they are not happy at all. But that's also very materialistic. They're going to show you, oh, I struggled so much, I did this, I did that, blah, blah, blah. All the struggle is also very materialistic struggle. And now look where I am, so you must be like me. No, that's not what we are discussing here. Some of the things are material, of course. There's a job you are into, money, blah, 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 health. It might look tangible, but again, even those tangible things are connected to your internal sunshine. The more brightly lit you are, the more beautiful you are. The sun and moon is in balance. Sun is your masculine energy, the father energy, the divine father energy. Moon is the feminine energy, the divine mother energy. Sun is the logical one. Moon is the emotional one. I'm not going to tell you be completely emotional and forget about logic. I'm not going to tell you be completely logical and forget about emotion. No, it's a balance of both. Logic and emotion, both should go hand in hand. You must have a good amount of emotional intelligence and good amount of logic, practicality, common sense. When these two go hand in hand, the sun and moon energy are in balance. And when the sun and moon energy are in balance, what do we have? Life. Life comes from joy. So, whosoever is that person, you got the joy, the vivere attitude, keep it on. Something bad happens to you, don't lose your faith. Don't lose your trust. Continue to believe, continue to know that if this is happening to me, there has to be something good in it for me. That's it. This is where I'm going to close this channeling session. You can get into therapy with me and you can get into a personal reading session with me. An energy reading session, and there are different types of sessions. You can just check out the description box which is down below, go through it, everything is given over there, and connect with me. If you're from India, then you need to write to me so that I can give you my PAYTM or GPAY details that will help you to book the session. If you're from any other part of the world, then the PayPal link works just fine. You can get my book In the Name of Love. It's LUUV, not LOVE, because the love definition of love is really warped in this world. It's LUUV. It's the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate, and you cannot do that till you go within yourself, till you learn to go within yourself. The link for that is also given below. I will see you in the next video. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.